So, my name is Michael Kennedy, and welcome to my blog slash video blog. And uh, for those of you that would like, you can like, share, and subscribe my videos. And hopefully, these videos are made to make my life better. I can get equipment that's going to help me be more self sufficient. I'm a quadriplegic. I live in Virginia with my wife and my grandchildren. And this blog is going to be about one of my favorite horror show hosts back in the 70s and 60s. They were quite frequent. Now they're very few. I don't even think Elvira still does them. But one of my very favorite ones when I was very young, around 5 years old, was Sven Woolley. And he was first portrayed by Gary G. Bishop, who passed away, I believe, in 1994 or 1995. He was the very first horror show host, and he was the one to get me into horror shows even at a younger age. Now he is portrayed by Richard Cox, and he is on a channel called BTV on Saturday nights, and this is his voice. And I'm not going to be showing the video and or any commercials, but
I know a little bit about you.
The movie tonight is Cyclops, which is a old horror movie about a doctor on an island who shrinks another doctor, a horse, and a Spanish person to the size of little people, and it's a very friendly show. He's got a lot of new characters now. He's got an imp. He has another Elvira type character, and he has a fourth character. Now, I'm hoping that there is another person to replace him because he has had a heart attack, and in the last few years, I don't think he's active now. I'm sorry, but it's a good way to introduce people to the old classics. Sometimes he has Abbott and Costello. He has had the incredible Mr. Limpet, which was one of my father's favorite shows. And he has a lot of old shows that have gone in a bygone era. There's a lot of television channels that are pay channels that focus on the older TV classics. It's very nice that they have them, but they are with a paid subscription, and right now I really can't afford a subscription to cable television. It's very expensive. The cable companies are charging around $100 or more for their subscription plans, and people like me that are on a fixed income are usually left to channels on Roku and other channels that are on Fire Sticks that will give us the news and sometimes local channels. So, we also have to rely on other free methods to get the old classics that a lot of us still love, and basically the things I grew up on. And TV today is a lot of it's been recycled, and the plots are basically the same over and over with different people, and not a lot of new ideas out there right now. They're using artificial intelligence to create scripts, which is putting a lot of the writers out of work in the industry. And, artificial intelligence is a good tool, and a lot of people are afraid of it. I myself do use it, and I use it for things that I'm not good at. Things like writing and punctuation and grammar. I have a very difficult time organizing and using my words so I can portray myself as a little bit more, I don't want to say intelligent, but I don't want to have somebody criticize me because I don't have a period in the right place or a capitalization. Right now, I think in schools, they're failing to teach the children cursive, and a lot of it is being taught on laptops. We need to maintain the status of calligraphy and the importance of penmanship and not having computers sign for us or create our documents for us, because it's more important that we ourselves are smart enough to create our own documents, and um, it's just important that our children are taught how to read and write and do arithmetic, similar to the way I was taught when I was younger. I wasn't the best student in the class. I was hyperactive. I didn't have the best penmanship. I wasn't able to read very well. But, I practiced, and that's important. Even into my high school years, I would practice reading and writing and my penmanship. So when I got into the working world and I began to work, it was easier for me to excel. So I want to emphasize the ability of the new children that are coming into the classroom, that they shouldn't give up. They should be encouraged to continue with their penmanship and other things, so they're educated. We cannot let artificial intelligence replace those core values in schools. Also, learning to create an outline and things like that are important. Learning how to form your ideas into a concrete statement is very important. And if you take somebody else's work, like the work that I just took, I have to give credit where it goes, and I believe I gave plenty of credit. I didn't really look up what the Cyclops was as a movie, but if you're interested in that particular movie, it's important that you go on Google and use it as what it is, a tool, and Google who Svengoolie was, and you can Google what the Cyclops movie was and who starred in it, and just use artificial intelligence or the additional intelligence that we receive, like Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel, as what they are, tools. Don't let them rule your life. Learn how to use them and learn how to make them so that you can make money and get out in the world and survive. So for those of you who wonder what I eat, Tonight for dinner, we have spinach. I want to remind the children to eat their greens. And I have fish, and I have an instant mashed potato, which probably isn't too good for me, but it's made with real potatoes. I have a brown gravy in it with mushrooms, and I have a crispy or well cooked piece of fish.